Top 8 Bucket List Ideas for Asia. Travel Up is a travel blog that takes you around the world to explore the most beautiful destinations, unique stays, top adventures, and so much more. Follow along with us as we take you around the globe and help you plan amazing memories that will last a lifetime. Take a dip in the Luang Prabang Springs, Laos. The Luang Prabang Springs, located in Laos, are one of the more attractive natural retreats that you can visit. With the soft, relaxing noise of the waterfalls and the rivers that the springs offer, there is no way that you won't find solace in this magical place. Take a short hike up to the waterfalls so you can watch the tumbling waterfall spill into the lovely blue lake. Stay in a traditional Japanese Ryokan, Japan. There's never any shortage of things to do in Japan. The country is almost built for tourists. But rather than go to a maid cafe or take a tour of the Imperial Gardens, we've got something else for you to do. Stay in a traditional Japanese inn and experience what it was like for foreigners and anyone traveling in Japan during Japan's historic medieval period. We would recommend staying in the Yoshimatsu Ryokan, described as an idyllic traditional Japanese ryokan overlooking Mount Fuji. If you want to experience Japan in style, then staying in this wonderful and picturesque location might be a good idea. Expect amazing patterned walls and flooring with Western conveniences in order to make your stay as comfortable as possible. See the Boudhanath Stupa in Kathmandu in Nepal. Located about 11 kilometers from the center and northeastern outskirts of Kathmandu, this huge and magnificent structure, or stupa as they're called in Nepal, attracts a lot of different tourists and cultural visitors. Built sometime around the 14th century, the huge meditative monument is said to have been created just after the passing of the Buddha. The huge significant structure soon became a hot spot for worship, with many different types of people flocking to the area to take part in this. Many refugees came from over China, giving Kathmandu a rather diverse population. There are some fantastic photo opportunities here, and if you're looking for another Asia bucket list idea, then visiting the Boudhanath Stupa in Kathmandu is a great place to start. Explore the Mehrangarh Fort in India. Covering 1,200 acres of land in Rajasthan and being constructed in 1459 by Rajput ruler Rao Jodha, the Mehrangarh Fort offers a ton of attractions to see and activities to take part in. Some of these include checking out the Rajasthan International Folk Festival, which is packed with traditional music, dancing, and art. Another thing you can do is go on an adventure ride and zip line along the 6 different stations that they have around the fort. It takes hours to complete, so make sure that you sign up for a zip line tour. However, there would be no way that we could talk about the Mehrangarh Fort in India without discussing the Pool Madal, which, in the Golden Period, was used in a private party room of the royal men. There is a lot of breathtaking art and architecture to look at. Another place to check out in the fort would be the Janki Mahal India, which was the meeting room where the princesses and queens could watch the royal court proceedings. Visit Kamala Beach in Phuket. Being one of the most beautiful beaches that Thailand has to offer, there is no way you will want to avoid this tropical paradise when you visit. There are some amazing views and some great things to do. You can visit the Kamala Friday Market and grab some fresh food and other souvenirs. If you're more into water sports and outdoor activities, then you should take advantage of the surfing that goes on at Kamala Beach. There are 3 sections of the beach that are perfect for each type of surfer, from beginners all the way up to experts. On top of the many things you can do in Kamala, you can also go for a Thai massage, just in case relaxing is the only thing on your mind. Tour the Forbidden City in Beijing. The Forbidden City, or Hidden City in Beijing, is over 600 years old and has quite a history to accompany it. Considering the city was almost destroyed during the Cultural Revolution in the 1960s by the Red Guards, it is amazing that it survived up until now. Originally constructed as an imperial palace, the city has some amazing attractions to visit. Some of these include the outer court, which, after going through the Meridian Gate, can be seen in all of its glory. The inner court, which was used exclusively by the Qing dynasty, offers some amazing structures, one of which was the Palace of Heavenly Purity, which was used as an audience hall during the Ming era. It became the emperor's official residence. The Forbidden City features sites of enormous cultural and historical significance. One of the more intriguing features of the Forbidden City is the wooden chime clock made in 1798, which has been continuously running for over 2 centuries. Take a guided tour of Angkor Wat and Siem Reap. Another bucket list idea for Asia is to go for a guided tour of Angkor Wat and Siem Reap. Why not visit some of the most amazing and beautiful structures from Cambodia's history through a structured, informative guided tour offered by real Cambodian natives? There are some amazing things to see in the Angkor Wat, and you have a Cambodian native showing you around. You will have every chance to explore and experience the historic gem that one of Southeast Asia's most culturally rich locations has to offer you. The templates that Angkor Wat and Siem Reap feature can make the trip of a lifetime all that much more worthwhile. You should expect to see the Tam Promp and the Angkor Wat, which feature some of the amazing stone structures intertwined with trees and wildlife. There's also the Bante Sray, another temple that you will see on your tour, which accommodates amazing historical architecture, cultural and religious points of importance, and much more. Visit the Tiger's Nest Monastery. Bhutan might be one of the most hidden away locations to visit on this list. Being tucked away in the mountains and close to the border with Tibet, the Tiger's Nest Monastery in Bhutan is one of the top bucket list ideas for Asia, and for good reason. Dotted with prayer flags and traditional historical buildings, this mystical place is certainly very surreal and unforgettable. Firstly being established as a cave residence in 1692, the Tiger's Nest Monastery has grown to become one of the many attributes of Bhutan's historic and almost faultless construction feats. While here, you can elect to go on a multi-day tour, visit some sacred and religious sites, cultural tours, and sporting events. Considering Bhutan is such a small country, there is so much to do here. Conclusion. Asia really is truly a continent rich with history, unique architecture, and breathtaking scenery. The list only scratches the surface of what there is to explore. We hope you inspired you for your next journey. Happy traveling!